What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. Happy Thanksgiving if you are someone who celebrates that. If you're working retail today, double shout out to you. I wish you had received the day off. My truckers, appreciate you. I know a lot of you are out on the road, active military service. Appreciate you. Hope that these videos can provide somewhat of a distraction today. Also, to all those out hunting, I hope that may your bucks be large and be safe. I hope that today will be the day I earn your subscription. There's a red subscribe button down below the video. Click it now just so when you go to your subscription tab, you can actually find my videos occasionally. I would greatly appreciate it. We're pushing hard for 1 million by the end of the year. Now, some terrible news for Johnny Depp. An absolute blowout loss, now it would appear, in his UK lawsuit, and this is bad. This could be the final nail in his coffin. He has been denied an appeal by the UK court in his libel case, and he was ordered to pay the legal costs of the UK son. This is an absolute blowout. This is bad. This is like Aquila losing to Sargon. At least in the United States. I don't know if it's different in the UK, but in the United States, if in order to actually get legal fees off somebody, you have to win in a complete blowout. It can't, just winning a lawsuit does not entitle you to refunding of your legal fees. So in this case, it appears that the court has ruled that Johnny really had no business bringing the suit in the first place, and they've now ordered him to pay their costs. The UK court has denied Johnny's initial appeal against an earlier verdict, which found the description of the actor as something terrible by the son, based solely on claims made by his ex, did not constitute libel, and ordered him to pay the legal costs incurred by the tabloid newspaper throughout the trial. According to the UK-based news outlet The Times, Judge Nichols, who oversaw the original trial, dismissed Depp's appeal application on the grounds that the judge himself did not consider it to have a reasonable prospect of success. Quote, "The findings of the fact by a first instance tribunal are rarely open to challenge on appeal," Judge Nichols elaborated. "In any event, I do not consider that the purposed grounds of appeal have a reasonable prospect of success. And there is not some other compelling reason why permission to appeal should be granted." This is really bizarre to me because how I'm reading it is the actual judge in the case is also the one deciding whether or not there can be an appeal. That seems not right to me. As a result of this denial, Depp has now been ordered to pay the son £520,000 in its defense bill by December 7th, and a further $108,000. So he lost almost $1 million in legal fees, maybe a little bit more, and reimburse the tabloid for the, quote, remainder of the legal bill in an amount to be determined after detailed assessment of the costs. Though the initial appeal was denied, Depp still has the option to bring his case directly before the Court of Appeals. We saw how that worked out for Count Dankula. Bafflingly, in his original decision, Judge Nichols declared that, seen in isolation, the evidence against Depp on this occasion might not be sufficient. However, taken with everything as a whole, I find that it did occur. Essentially saying, yeah, there's no evidence it happened, but I'm willing to believe it happened. However, the battle between the two is far from over, as they are set to meet in Fairfax, Virginia on May 3rd. I think maybe, I don't know. I mean, Depp may want to, I don't know about this one. Depp cannot appeal the son case and must pay £628,000 in court costs. Essentially, the UK son got to print what, in my opinion, was a heinous lie and face not even the prospect of losing money defending themselves in court. On November 2nd, after the trial, Justice Nichols ruled that Depp had been bad, and now he's also dismissed the appeal. Why would the same judge be in charge of the appeal? What if your problem is that the judge didn't understand it correctly, right? Now, he can take the case directly to the Court of Appeal, and he has sued the Sun's publisher, News Group Newspapers, and executive editor Dan Wooten, who has some connections with the judge also, over an article. Of course, the week after, he was then forced to resign from the third installment of the Harry Potter spinoff, and he's probably going to be blackballed from Hollywood forever. He's best known for playing Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean. He also won critical acclaim for his portrayal of Edward Scissorhands, Sweeney Todd, and Willy Wonka, and his films are estimated to have earned more than $10 billion at the box office. He is suing his ex for $50 million in a defamation case in the United States over an article she wrote in the Washington Post. Of course, she is also countersuing for $100 million. On Sunday, Depp accepted an award from Camera Image, a film festival in Poland, for Minimata, in which he plays a photographer, where he plays photographer W. Eugene Smith. He sent a photograph of himself standing behind bars in what appeared to be his private island in the Bahamas. Yeah, he'll be fine. But on top of that, we now have confirmation that Death Stranding star Mads Mikkelsen to officially replace Johnny Depp in Fantastic Beasts. Now, look, I hold no ill will towards Mads for taking this job. I love Mads. Even his over-the-top movie Polar, I enjoyed mostly because I just loved Mads. It's worth a watch if you like kind of an old-school action film that's a little bit over the top. He's also absolutely amazing as Hannibal, if only they hadn't canceled that show, because it might have been my favorite show of all time. Now, Warner Brothers has officially announced that Death Stranding actor and Doctor Strange star Mads Mikkelsen, I forgot he's in Doctor Strange, will replace Johnny Depp as Gellert Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts franchise. Mads, also from Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, Hannibal, Casino Royale, has been cast as the Dark Wizard, Gellert Grindelwald, in the third Fantastic Beasts film. Read a Warner Brothers statement confirming his addition to the cast. The latest installment of the series is currently in production at Warner Brothers Studios, Leavesden, outside of London. The announcement comes just a week after Mikkelsen himself commented on the speculation, saying that he would be taking up the role of the Dark Wizard, telling IGN that the role is on rumor basis as we speak. So I know as much as you know, says Dudu from the newspapers. Sorry, he added, so I'm waiting on the phone call. The announcement comes a little over 2 weeks after Depp was forced to resign from the series' third film at the request of Warner Brothers following the conclusion of his trial in the UK-based tabloid Sun. Now we know maybe these people knew more than we did. Maybe they knew that it was just going to be an absolute blowout. I mean, I'm still holding out hope for some justice for him in the U.S. Case. But this is a bad L in the UK. When you're forced to pay, unless it's different where like the UK awards legal fees more often, if I'm using what happens in the United States, that's brutal. Obviously, subsequently, the exact same judge then denied the appeal on the ruling on the basis it did not have to believe that it had a reasonable prospect of success. As such, Depp was recently ordered to pay the Sun over £600,000 in legal fees after the actor still has a chance to appeal the case to the Court of Appeals, which I'm sure he will do, but I'm not sure that there's any hope here. I mean, the man's net worth is probably close to $1 billion. Does he really care about wasting another million? I don't know. But, as a side note, this is frustrating. And because, since I said from the very beginning, and I will say again, I believe that both were bad actors in this particular relationship. I do not believe that Johnny was above critique, and I don't believe that Johnny was the best behaved the entire time. I even understand why Warner Brothers may want to remove him from the film. The frustrating thing for me is that Warner Brothers, the very same company, rewards his ex, and there are even rumors of this person getting big starring roles in other films. We got this covered, claimed that his ex would be in Pirates of the Caribbean, which, again, we got this covered, so, you always got to take that with an absolute grain of salt. Maybe Johnny can just take some time off and let things blow over a little bit. I think he's got to go to court and defend himself, no doubt about it. But that is also going to drag on these bad headlines for him. Hopefully, he's got some evidence up his sleeve that he couldn't present in the UK that he can present in the United States. I'll be covering that trial closely, so make sure you click that red subscribe button right down below the video. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll talk to you again real soon.